What would a sealed zone look like?
Buzz.
What's up with this unit? It looks different from the one in the master controls.
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. To welcome, high risk zone. Buzz. Service staff, inorganic permission status. Madam Ron May. Class 1, clearance zone. Many esteemed guests. Buzz. May storage for Madam Herta's dangerous curios. Buzz. Madam Ron May's culted welcome. Buzz. Visitor. How? Basement 1. Transit hub. Buzz. Basement 2. Corridor. Danger. Buzz. Welcome. Visitor. What do you need? Buzz. Madam Ron May. Buzz. Alien species. Buzz. That is all.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural, inherent emotion, similar to that of a...
Huh? What's that sound out there? This is the headache Runmei mentioned? It's just a different flavor. I'm not one of Runmei's recognized works. Too much negative energy. Don't like negative energy. Runmei. Why? Why am I a failure? What's that noise? Follow me. I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be from that locked room. The final days that member number 23 at CHA spent in the mechanical city, I'm now certain that the outcome of this cultivation is life can exist in thousands of different forms, which means the form itself has no purpose. These life forms are very advanced in their own concepts, and can even trigger chain reactions such as synesthesia, but that is not what I desire. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer. Member 1, Sandar, have you ever felt this loss? Or resigned? Are you telling me to...
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that never wilts. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. If we were to trace things back to their roots, just one equation would be enough to solve the confusion of all life. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. It was all very simple. I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly, whether it is the materialism of their existence or an unknown entity beyond corporeal realms. To avoid blind faith in science, I
I cautiously raised a query. Would Ram-May be able to peel away external influences? Just like pinpointing a coordinate, would she be able to uncover life's most primordial and beautiful form of existence? I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is...
Try harder.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Netmark is activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength. Troublesome. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Blade of me. A lunar flame. Do not concern yourself with the outcome. Sounds fitting. Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
Only Madame Ron May has permissions. Please submit your ID. Buzz. Permissions granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation records. 2. Inorganic lifeform companionship chat service.
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And
at what point did they become closer to the eons than any other life form? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and a long journey of discovery still lies ahead. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure emanators on other paths? Of course there would be. Hazy Ron. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture them, and create a brand new scientific discipline. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will bloom into a life never before seen. Will Herta and Skrulum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, before they realize what I am doing, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
Permission granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check visitor records. 2. Open incubator entrance. Permission granted. Buzz.
That sound's coming from above. There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking.
Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via... Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament? If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Time is clearly precious to the both of us. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. That's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Very effective communication. I can't stand discourtesy. Even when the real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this...
space station has an area this big? An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Tactics. Lend me your strength.
I underestimated you. Bloom,
Thanks for the support.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep is nothing. Dead return!
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Tedious.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Blade of moonlight.
You chose the wrong enemy.
You'll pay for this. There's always a weakness.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
I'll see you off.
Commencing support. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Blade of moonlight. It'll destroy the space station.
Network activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Thanks for the support.
Eternal sleep. Dead return! Repay.
You'll pay for this. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I underestimated you.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Try harder.
Lend me your strength.
Stand down.
Huge.
Blade of moonlight.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return! Repay. Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Blade fodder.
The creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Run May.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important? You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. Time and again, my experiments have fallen short, and they've always yielded predictable results. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the emanator. How should I have explained it to you? I'm not good at communicating with others. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. I find no fault in that. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step, just as I had predicted. I do not have a life outside of research. People always think this price is unimaginable, but it seems rather acceptable to me. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. An experiment should have its unforeseen twists. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process, I see a human-like response in them. It is emotions may be either positive or negative. However, they're still a long way from becoming genius. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot have you believe my actions were wrong. There's no need to tell me your answer. Do I seem irresponsible? The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. Or even pretend you never knew me. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke. Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past trauma. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we spent together. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow and perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but you won't that way. The connection between life forms will be erased. Friendships, secrets, grudges. It will make our lives more. I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for... Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I miss member number 55 reaching to some... I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? I promise I will, Mrs. If fate allows and you're interested. Upon our next meeting, though I suppose it wouldn't be no man's land anymore.